All right, one, how about 3 cards and a bottom card with me? All right, we pulled our soulmate journey today. It was very interesting. I liked it. Now I ask the universe what it wants to tell you. This is something you hear about all the time. They make TV shows about this type of topic that's here in the surface energy for you. It might be future influence for you, I don't know. But justice crossed by the King of Pentacles. You're about to get something. It's about to happen. Okay? Can I put it that way? It's about to happen. I don't know what it is for you. You're about to get rich. You're about to get the job. You're about to get the girl, get the guy, get the dog. I don't know. I don't know. It's about to happen. You're about to get something. Yes, I've got justice, Steve. Whatever that is, I don't know. Maybe a bus hits your arch enemy. And you're like, well, if the police come to talk to me, it's going to sound like I did it. Because I'm going to be laughing and smiling. They might take me in for questioning, but I was 5,000 miles away, Steve. That kind of a thing. I hear you. It's about to happen. Okay. Are we good? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I want rainbow unicorns today. That's it. All right, I'm done. Okay, fine. This is a whole lot of be careful what you wish for, because you're about to fucking get it, motherfuckers. And I say that with love. I do. This has happened to me more times in my life than I can count. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Those are famous last words coming from me. That'd be really cool if that happened. I got to be careful. I can manifest like a motherfucker. 9 times out of 10, anything that I've said, yeah, that'd be cool if that happened, wasn't cool. It was not cool at all. You get it, whatever it is, but it comes with a catch. I don't think my police analogy is a little too far off. It's really weird. Here's the devil. 5 swords and the devil. This is all underneath this. 5 swords, the devil, and the 2 is swords, and underneath that is the 10 of cups. It's not what this is fantasy. It's not what you thought it would be. It doesn't go the way you think it would. You thought it would be like this. It's like that. It's a fucking nightmare. Well, I won't go that far, but I will to be dramatic. Okay? I don't think it's a nightmare. It does put you at a bit of a crossroads, though. Well, this is something I always wanted, right? A lot of people find this with success. I've known plenty of people in my life. Who I've known who have gone on to become quite popular. I knew them when they were nobody, when they were bumming a 20 off me, and they've gone on to become quite popular. It's never what they expected. They all say the same thing. It's not what I expected. So if you expect it to be something, if you expect it to be that, everything's going to be great now, you end up in a hole. All right. I'm not saying you do here. I'm just saying that's a warning for you. Be careful. If you're one of my Hollywood viewers watching me, you think everything's going to be great when you become an A-lister, you need to you need to pull your head out of your ass. All right. Everything gets more complicated. I'll put it that way. I'm always a fan of mid-level success. Just do well. Whether it's at the law firm or at a studio, whatever it is. It's not quite what you expected. It puts you at some sort of a crossroads. So let's talk about that. Let's see where we go here. All right, let's see where we're at. Let's shuffle the deck. 3 cards and a bottom card. Here we go. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking Time Lord. This very well could be future influence for you. It's a good life lesson. I've had this lesson thrown in my face many times. All right? That's why I stopped having expectations for things. Crazy town ones anyway, right? Most people, you can have expectations. I'm not telling you not to look forward to things. We got to have something to look forward to, a goal, a dream, absolutely. But don't get fucking nutso with it. Don't start thinking that it's going to fix everything and it's going to be wonderful and it's going to be great like some kind of crazy cult person. Somebody who's susceptible to a cult where their cult leader is the supreme. They're going to fix everything and be great and all this stuff. Good Lord, wake up. Don't put anyone on a pedestal and don't put anything on a pedestal. Always allow for the fact that things might not go right. Okay, just allow for it a little bit, that it might not be as great as you think it's going to be. I remember One of my wife's friends raving before we went to the Grand Canyon. One of my wife's friends raving about, oh, it's going to change your life. Oh, Steve, you'll pick up on the spiritual energy there. Oh, it's going to change your life. Nah, it was all right. I liked the condors. You know, me being the bird guy. You got to love a bird with a 10-foot wingspan. You know, I mean, that's fucking, I'm a wingspan guy. I love that. But saw a couple of cool owls, too. Those were great. Anyway, the energy-wise, there's not a lot left in the Grand Canyon for it to pick up because it's been pillaged and the Colorado River's been sucked dry with water rights and fighting with this and that and the other thing. There's actually a lot of negative energy in there, I'll be honest with you. That Colorado River in particular is riddled with negative energy because it just fought over on the west for the water rights and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, if you're an energy reader, I would give it a pass. I would go somewhere else if I were you, I'll tell you what. The sun is right here at the bottom. That'll be crossing the center card I pull. So I'm just telling you, don't get all crazy with the 10 of Cups with stuff. All right? Queen of Wands. The star, look at, this is my fucking Grand Canyon story. Literally, I acted it out perfectly. She's like, oh, Steve, you're just gonna soak it up. Your life is gonna change forever. It did. My life changed forever. I know I'm not going back to that fucking hellhole in the ground again with the negative energy coming out of it around that river. And I also fucking know that I've got some great pictures of California condors. So, yeah, good. Thank you for going. But this here, whatever this is, I don't know. This is something, you manifested this with Pollyanna or something, or it's something that's coming into your life, or back in, it could be. Something is showing up. You're getting it. It is happening. And you have attached this Pollyanna. It is fantastic. This will change everything. When I get this, like a child who absolutely has to have a toy, you have attached to it. Again, I reiterate, this could be future influence for you. Be careful. All right? Don't just dismiss this reading. You're getting this for a reason. Remember my words. Listen to me now. Believe me later. Hear me some other time. Okay? Anything you're doing, just, that's going to change everything. That's going to be terrific. Whatever it is, it could be something small. It could be a part for your car. Oh, that's going to change everything. We get the nitrous in there. Oh, man, we're going to have a Corolla that does 0 to 60 in 2.1 seconds. Yeah, okay. You just hit the telephone pole faster, I suppose. Or, blow out the heads quicker, one or the other. I mean, but either way, be careful about this. All right? You're missing something. All right, let's see what the third card is. I love readings like this because I can totally relate to this energy because this is what people do. I have seen grown adults become little children, excited about something, really thrilled, can't wait, I mean, even when I was a kid, the idea of Disneyland or Disney World, we went to the Florida one, seemed great. It was terrific. It was good, but also there's the downside that you don't think about, which is you're out in the beat down sun all day. You're thirsty. You're hot. I almost died of dehydration. I ended my day at Disneyland with a massive headache, or Disney World, I should call it. I'm sorry. With a massive headache. Okay? And then we were staying at a friend's house, and we were over there. They live out on some island out there. I forget. It's over by Cape Canaveral. So they live over there. It was just like we were sitting in traffic to get there for like ever. And oh my God, it was just. But I mean, the experience was fine, but the stuff around it wasn't so great. It wasn't I didn't leave it with a magical feeling. I left it with a headache and a strong desire for fluids. At the end of the day, here's the Temperance card. This is the most important card on the table, and this is kind of what I'm talking about here. This is something, my Disney World story fits here because it should have been a spiritual experience for me. I was a child. I got all that. I dug it to that level. But all the shit that happened around it kind of ruined it. The headache, the beat down sun all day, the standing in line. From this point on, it's 6 hours. Oh my God, 6 hours in line. What are we going to do? This was before you had smartphones with TVs on them. I can't just stand here and watch Hulu. What the hell is going on? What am I going to do? This thing is as good as you think it is. Whatever this thing is that's coming in, but there's shit going on around it that bring it back down to reality a little bit. So you need to make sure you're already starting from a point of reality. All right? Just a little bit. Let's pull a little more on what you've got. What's happening here with the star? Let's see where we go. Randomly at the bottom of the deck I pick up is the star. That's unreal because I did not know that was there at all. I rarely do. But in this case, wow, I'm blown away. Okay, let's go. Let's see where we're at. I don't know how else to describe this energy other than to share touching stories from my childhood. Okay? I have no idea. I have no idea how else to explain it other than this. I get it. This is something you're absolutely convinced, whatever this is. I see this a lot because I've got a lot of friends. Well, I did like a decade ago. Now we're a little past it. But a decade ago, we'll say I had a lot of friends that were buying houses for the first time. They were going from apartments to houses, renting to owning. And they're all excited. They thought that was going to change their life. This energy was around it. They thought it's going to be great now. Nobody going to tell me what to do. Nobody going to this and that. They weren't thinking about all the other stuff that goes with that. Like when shit breaks, you got to pay for it. Like neighbors also. The main thing about owning a home, because I've done both, is the neighbors. People go and they look at the house and they love the house. I fall in love with this house, Steve. I'm going to buy this house, Steve. It's got a perfect yard, Steve. The neighbors. There's a lot of, if you watch like the People's Court, you see a lot of neighbor disputes that are on there. That's for a reason. It's because they own their home too, so they get a little bit of a God complex about that. And then you end up, it ends up ruining the whole thing. What they thought was going to be great, a lot of them end up just going back to renting because it's easier. You know, it's simpler. And you don't have to deal with the politics of a neighborhood. For me, I always liked renting. I don't have a problem with it. My wife likes to own things. But when I did rent, I would pick small buildings, triplexes, duplexes, or at the most 4 or 5 units kind of a thing. I don't like the big 40-unit buildings and shit. That's too many people to might accidentally leave their stove on. You know what I'm saying? It's too many chances for the whole fucking thing to burn down. You live in a triplex with 3 units, you got a 1 in 3 chance of somebody fucking up. You know. Here we go. And as long as it's not you, you can cut those odds down quite a bit. Let's see why the star is here. Anyway, I'm just giving you examples of what I'm talking about here. Of things that are the sun and the star. It's something you always dreamed of and you put, everything's going to be fine once I get this. That is very dangerous. Once everything's going to be fine once I go there. Everything's going to be fine once this person and I move in together. Oh, those are famous last words in divorce court. You know, I tell you what. What's on top here? The Knight of Cups. Yeah. And why is that here? The 5 of Wands. I think for most of you, and here's the moon underneath it, and underneath it is the Lovers. It's Steve's Love Tarot. I've given you some real world examples. But let's get back to the soulmate cycle here. All right? This isn't going to be a long reading. It really isn't. You and somebody else, a soulmate, are going to resolve a problem. You think that once we resolve this, Steve, everything's going to be fine. And it won't be any big deal, Steve. The opportunity is showing up for you and this Knight of Cups to resolve a problem. All right? Once we do this, Steve, that Queen of Cups you're always talking about, the red head underwater, will come up to the surface and all will be well. I'm telling you right now, you're missing it. There are bigger problems around the surface than the problem you think you solve by solving this 5 of Wands with this person and everything's going to be fine. There are deeper, bigger issues with this soulmate. That this is nothing. Whatever this is. But you think, for some reason, you think if we can solve this, if they could just reach out and we could solve this, everything will be fine. You're missing a huge point. Okay? You are. Let's pull on this Knight of Cups. Let's see where we go. All right? I'll let the reading run a few more minutes and we'll see where we go. But you get the gist of where we're going here. If nothing else, it's good advice for you. The Knight of Cups, why is it here? 8 of Cups crossing the Knight of Cups. This person's avoiding something. Whoever they are. 6 of Swords. And the Two of Wands. What's the bridge? Ace of Swords. The energy will make you think. Okay? It will make you think that you've resolved all issues and you can make plans now. All right? It's a reconciliation energy. We can now make plans. I want you to consider something, and I want you to consider that it's all too easy. Six of Swords. I just want you to consider, I don't want you to take you're likely in this energy to take the attitude of, well, that was easy. See? We're all set. Let's go. I don't want you to take that attitude. I want you to take the attitude of, and again, I'm not trying to encourage you to be negative. I'm trying to encourage you to be realistic. I'm being honest with you. Don't make me pay for it. I usually do. I usually have to. But at the end of the day here, I want you to take the attitude of, that was too easy. Okay? Not, well, that was easy. Now we're all set. No, that was too easy. I want you to dig deeper with this person and try to get some truth out of them. You won't be able to do it initially. Whoever this person is. And now, this can also be a job that you finally get, right? That you think, well, if I get this job, everything will be fine. It was really easy to get in. If it's really easy to get a job that you thought was going to be hard to get, you need to start figuring that was too easy, that I got the job. They called me right away. They didn't check any of my references. That was too easy. I mean, it's sort of like you got a job you thought was great. It was advertised feeding fish at the aquarium. And you got the job real easily. And you realize when you get there that you're the one they hired to feed the mako shark. You know, I mean, it's a bit of that. It's a fish. It is. Yeah, technically, sure, but you know, they weren't very specific with fish, you know. So at the end of the day here, so yeah, they were happy to hire you. They were surprised you wanted it. Wow, really? Okay, here you go. You can have the job. Well, we don't need to check your references. They won't matter in a day or two, you know. So anyway, jokes aside, right? Mako sharks are very nice. They're very fast though. Good luck outrunning one. I will tell you. Again, I want you to say that was too easy. Not, well, that was easy, great, here we go. Whether it's a job or a person, okay? I'm not going to be able to dig for it, but there's something from this person's past that they've walked away from, that they've left the 8 cups broken. It takes a lot of bravery to deal with those 8 cups. They've never dealt with those eight cups. You're the cure. There's your energy. You're the one who can get them to open up, but it's going to take some time. And you'll never do it if you think that, well, we're all set now. We solved this. Everything's fine. Right? You'll never do it. So, again, take it slow. All right? And if you don't want to feed the mako shark, try to find a way to do it with a stick. Okay? All right. No, he has to be hand-fed. Yeah, well, fuck you, he does. Let's see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. One card, the crossing card. I didn't run too long on this reading. It's about 20 minutes or so. That's fine. I don't mind. It's supposed to be 3 quick cards with me, but it never really goes out that way. Okay, fine. They fell on the floor, so I have to stop shuffling. Let me fix my table here. Hold on. 1 card, 3 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. Underneath the 8 of Wands is the Emperor. You're getting the beginnings of being able to get things stable with this person or get yourself stable with this job or whatever it is. Okay? The beginnings of it. It's nothing. That is only scratching the surface. Again, it's a repeat message. It's very important. All right? There's a bigger problem here. Look, it's coming out here. The top 2 cards. Here's the 8 of Cups. That's the 8 of Cups. And that's three swords. It's a bigger, you think the problem is this with this person or this job. It's bigger than you think. All right? That's your hand after the mako shark gets it. It's not a heart anymore. That's just what happened to your hand. All right? It's what happened to the last guy. Meet the last guy who did the job before you. All right? Whatever it is, if you're suspicious, whatever the job is, whether it's a guy or a girl, I'm just going to say guy, person, okay? If you're suspicious about, wow, that was really easy, they didn't even check my references, try to talk to the last person who had the job. And you might get an answer before you show up there, because this all looks much bigger than, whatever. The energy is just right to create the perfect storm for you to just glaze over this stuff. It's not that you're like this. Okay? It's just the energy is right for it to happen. Where you're overlooking a lot. You're overlooking a lot of things. All right? You think the superficial is all there is, and it's great. Everything's fine now, right? This is very superficial. All right? It's Queen of Wands. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.